How do you enjoy your life? How do you become present? What's poppin', gang? It's Will Armani. One thing that I've learned that's been able to help me be present in this world is practicing gratitude. Now, before you click off, this is something that I'm going to explain a little bit differently, at least I feel, compared to other people. When you're growing up, you're a child, and you're upset about something. So, for example, you wanted to get a toy, and you were shopping, and your parents told you no. You felt upset. What they told you was, oh, you have all these toys at home, you have all these things, I got you this last time. You shouldn't care about this, let's go. And instead of telling you why, or exactly why you couldn't get the item that you wanted in the store, they proceeded to say, nope, you're bad, don't do that, don't touch that, we're gonna go home, you have enough. As a child, you feel like you're not appreciated. You feel like there's something wrong with you. You feel like all of these things happened and they happened because of you and everything was your fault. All of these feelings and these emotions start to trickle down. What you have to realize is this same feeling gets carried into adulthood. This same feeling gets carried throughout your whole life. And this feeling is this feeling of you have all these things and you know you have all these things, but you're not recognizing it. And because of that, you're not happy. And because of that, you're not present. And because of that, you're depressed and you're anxious and you're paranoid and you're all these things. So notice how every time you go through a period in your life where you feel depressed or you feel anxious or you feel upset about something or you feel like things aren't working out for you, notice that when you feel upset and you feel depressed and you feel like things aren't working out for you, notice that when you feel this way, you're only focusing on what isn't in your life. So recently I felt pretty in my bag, I'm not gonna lie, I felt pretty upset. And why I felt upset was because I was upset at the fact that I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't have a lot of followers. I didn't have a lot of people engaging with my YouTube channel, people engaging with my page. I didn't have all these things. I wasn't recognizing what I did have. I wasn't recognizing what was here. The other day, my brother, we were talking and he was like, oh, this kid, he wants to shoot this trailer for his album and it's going to be this big thing, he's actually doing things. And that statement really, really pissed me off. It really pissed me off because I was like, oh my gosh, like, what do you mean? He's actually doing things? Like, oh, like I'm not doing things? Like I'm not getting things done? Like what's wrong with me? What am I not doing? What am I not doing? So I was so hyper focused on that statement that I was worried about everything that I wasn't doing. I said, okay, well, I'm not shooting videos right now. What's wrong with me? Okay, well, I'm not making content right now. What's wrong with me? I'm not putting out all this music. What's wrong with me? Instead of saying, what am I actually doing? What am I getting done? What is making me feel good? I'm focused on everything that I'm not doing. I'm focused on all the things that aren't benefiting me in my life, and I'm focused on all the things that I'm not getting done. So because of that, I'm going to be upset. It's not allowing me to be present. How you allow yourself to be present is you practice gratitude. I don't care what anybody says. This has helped me. When you recognize what is actually in front of you and you practice recognizing what you can be grateful for instead of what isn't there, it allows you to be present, it allows you to be happy, and it allows you to not only be present and appreciate what's in front of you, but when you actually get new things, you're going to be more appreciative and more recognizing of those things that come into your life because you now know that they're not just here. They didn't just appear for no reason and you're just able to get this. When we're not appreciative of what's in front of us, we're not going to be appreciative of what's to come. So let's just say you want to have a YouTube channel or you want to, grow your business. And tomorrow you wake up and the business, it's just there. It already exists. It's already a $5 billion business. It's already something that's grown. You're not going to appreciate it because you didn't have to work towards it. You're not going to appreciate it because you weren't able to see all the work and the trials and tribulations and all the pain and all the effort that you had to put in. You just woke up and it was there. So that's why a lot of people who wake up and they're born into money and a lot of people who are born into successful lives, they're not able to recognize people who aren't. Now, a lot of people say don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare yourself to other people. If we don't compare ourselves to an extent in the sense that we actually have things to be happy about, we actually have things to bring us to the present, we actually have things to be grateful for, if we don't do these minor comparisons every once in a while in the morning or at any point in the day, then we're not going to be able to be present and recognize what we do have, and we're just going to always focus on what we don't have. What I realized is what makes me really upset and the times that I'm really just in my head and I'm really feeling depressed are the moments in life where I'm not focused on what I have. You say, oh, I want more money. I want to leave this job. I want more friends. Instead of saying, I'm grateful for, I have all this. I have all this. Because you also can't get new things in your life if you're not appreciating what you have already. And even if you do get new things in your life, if you don't appreciate what's already there, you're just going to keep wanting more and more and more and more and more. For example, I'm going to use my brother as an example, whether he likes it or not. My brother wants this new camera. There's nothing wrong with wanting a new camera. There's nothing wrong with wanting to improve what you have. There's nothing wrong with wanting to improve the quality of what you can give. But what I want to explain to him and why I wanted to explain to you guys is, okay, you want this thing, but what about what you have right here? What about what you already have in front of you? See, if you don't be grateful for what you have, and if you don't recognize what's already in front of you and what's already there, nothing's gonna feel good. You're not gonna be able to be present, and life is just gonna keep on dragging and just keep on sucking. You need to be grateful. You need to recognize the things that you have, and once you do that and you practice gratitude and you practice being grateful for what is actually in front of you, you can actually appreciate new things to come, and your life is gonna feel a lot more smoother. It's gonna feel like a weight was lifted off your shoulders.